the best around. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down.
Good morning! Santa Barbara Teen Sports listeners, I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in every single Tuesday. This is a whole hour of Santa Barbara Teen Athletes. And all those people and businesses that support those teen athletes. What do you say, Dr. D?
Day after May Day. Day after May Day. Day after May Day. It's May 2nd.
It is. All day.
Unbelievable.
All day.
You know, you're not allowed to say May Day on the radio anymore.
No, why?
Well, you didn't used to be able to. Well, because that was a distress signal.
Oh.
But we're not in distress. This show is the farthest from distress that I have ever seen in my life.
It's a happy show.
It is indeed a happy show.
It's a very happy show.
It's like a life preserver for those who don't have.
You've been like happy. Seriously, you've been like the happiest I've known you for so many years, but you're like such a... This year you broke open happiness.
I'm busting loose.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm letting my hair grow.
Serious. Like you go through like that. I don't know. You like found yourself.
Well, believe it or not, 19 years ago, and this it's not to bring anybody down, but 19 years ago on the 1st of May,
that. Not here.
On the 1st of May, I was served with divorce papers. Okay? And even on that day, as bad as it was, I was able to make the joke, well, this just gives a whole new meaning to the phrase Mayday.
Serious.
But this is May 2nd, 2017.
Right.
It's already May.
Right.
Where's it going? What are you doing?
I don't know.
Cut it out.
We're killing it. We are killing it.
Speaking of which, how are we killing it on the website?
We're doing really good.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's fun. I mean,
How
just
good
like today.
are we doing?
We're doing really well. It was funny because I was like in and out all week, and then I kind of get panicky. And then so come by Tuesday, and I really don't even look at the show. And then today, being what it is, I just showed up, and we're all here. Yeah. So it's like, woo! It's like a turnkey show now, right?
See, so I don't listen to the shows when we do them. As a matter of fact, I'm not even listening now. Right. Okay.
Serious. Serious.
Who is here? Yeah. Who's here today?
Everybody's here today. Everybody that needs to be here is here. It's really because even driving in today, I mean, the texts that I got, it's like, Angela's here today. She's like, I'm bringing a guest, right? I'll just go around the room, all right? And then Michelle Meyering says, I'm bringing a guest. Whoa! And then Heather Bond says, I'm bringing a guest. And she goes, oops, my guest didn't show up. And I said, hey, that's okay, right? And then Ronnie Shahbazian says, all right, I got a guest. Right?
I do have a guest.
That's right. And then Scotty behind me says, I got a guest. and then I just show up.
Yeah, me too. I just show up.
That's
I've been here.
Right.
I've been waiting.
And then Dominique just texted me and like, do you need me? And I'm like, I don't know. Do we need Dominique? Everyone, she just yelled because she's still outside. So she's on the phone. I don't know. We
get in here, Dominique!
She's like, everyone's Dominique, because she wants to tell us a story, right? She's got some pretty good stories.
Oh, she does.
She does.
Great stories.
Story time. We just got to
boys
start
and girls,
yelling,
put your heads down on your pillows and listen to Dominique.
Good story time.
Auntie Dominique is going to give us a story.
I know. She's pretty good. All right, so let's go around. Well, talk to me, all right? Angela Miller-Bevan!
Hey.
How's that heart thing going on?
Oh, we're doing really well down in American Heart Association, but I still have part of my heart is with Fairview Gardens, which you all know I've spent some time there. And they have a new executive director, so I brought her today to share with everybody. But I also want to give a shout out because my oldest son, one of Erica's favorite kids, Austin Miller, is 23 today. Happy birthday, Austin.
All right.
Smells like roses.
That's a good thing. He really does. He smells good.
So you have an event coming up. Because that's what we do here. We like to try to raise money, and we love your...
So, we have two events. American Heart Association has the Heart Ball coming up on May 13th at the Coral Casino, and you can purchase tickets online at heart.org. And then Lacey's here, and she is going... One of my favorite events that I had the pleasure of working on for 2 years is the Farm to Table Dinner. And so it's a really great event, and that's coming up, and we'll be talking about that, and she'll be able to share with you. But you all want to be there because it's farm fresh food right to your table by a famous chef.
Nice. Oh. Can't wait. Yeah. All right. So, all right. Michelle Meyering! You got so much stuff going on. What are you doing?
I know. Pals in the house. I tell ya. We had our 14th annual Putting Kids First event this weekend.
And you killed it.
No doubt. I don't do it any other way.
Absolutely unbelievable.
Where did you get those arrangements? Every table. It was a man. Who did those?
Stephanie and I made those.
No!
Yes.
It looks so good on my kitchen table. I know you
Awesome.
weren't supposed to take them. I'm just saying. All right. Because everybody was looking at me, right? But I said I was the queen of tea, and then I said, you said it was okay, but you did it. So if I have to pay for it, I brought money.
You know,
everybody was like looking at me. I said I had to have it. Because let me tell you something. I really did. I showed you pictures, right? You know, my friend did the whole thing, and I said it was missing something. And that centerpiece, I'm sorry, I brought money. Here, you want a hacky sack?
You know,
I brought this big bag of hacky sack. Did you like the hacky sacks that I donated?
Our kids love the hacky sack.
150
Yes.
of them.
That's right.
So I mean, unit cost. I'm just saying. I mean, I bought. Well, I didn't say I was going to trade, but I'm just saying I really did like that centerpiece. Did you really make them? You're kidding me, right?
Oh, no. Stephanie and I spent an afternoon making them, putting them together.
Beautiful. How come you weren't there, Angela? Miller-Bevan?
I don't know, but I wanted to also say is that I didn't even realize, but the connection between PAL and Fairview Gardens, because we do scholarships at Fairview Gardens for PAL kids. So we are, Fairview Gardens is a big supporter of PAL.
Yes, Campership Alliance registrations are this weekend.
Such a
You know when you
Yes.
walk by all these officers and you're waving, right, and you've got this beautiful centerpiece, right? I'm just saying! And you're just waving at everybody, and people are looking and pointing, and and I'm just saying.
Yeah, this happened at the girls'
Well,
this happened at
first
the
of all,
Girls Inc.
you
event.
first of all, I asked you to hold it, and you walked away. And I don't understand. Okay, first of all, I didn't really do it intentionally at first, but when you're halfway through, it's like
It's kind of hard to.
I couldn't go back. 'Cause
Yeah,
then,
yeah.
you know
There's
what
a
I mean?
You kinda
saying for
committed.
that, but I don't think we can say it on
All
the
right,
air.
the first 50 steps, I swear I didn't know I couldn't do it. But then, that panic sets in. So I know what a criminal feels like now, because do I go back? You know what I mean? You're not really sure. Scott, help me.
That's when you ran, right?
No. I am very happy that you took the centerpiece.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's it's still alive.
Well,
it's
I hope
like
so.
it's
Yeah.
living. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
No, it's not like I'm talking to it. I feel really bad. It's really happy where it's at.
Well, good.
It really looks
Succulents
nice.
should
Can I
still
take
be
a picture
alive.
and give it to you? No, seriously.
There you go. There you go.
Yes.
Do you want it? Maybe you want it for a week?
No. You go
sure?
ahead and
I feel bad. Can I
it's
give it
found
back?
a permanent home.
No, it's all for
It's a
you.
beautiful
Is
thing.
it?
It
All
is.
right.
It's a beautiful
Absolutely.
thing.
You'll
Yes.
be found guilty of receiving stolen property.
That is correct. You are correct, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
We did have everything on tape that night.
I know there's probably surveillance cameras.
Oh my God.
Everyone out there, don't do what Erica does. Just-
Ronnie, help me! You got something going on.
I'm here to help. Of course, last week my dear friend Drew Wakefield was here,
Yes.
who took my spot. I hope he behaved appropriately.
I'm still trying to get Pintard to get him. Yeah, I'm still trying to get Pintard to put him up on the pitcher's mound.
Yeah, it really is. He stole a microphone from me one time. That's when I first met him. That's a whole nother show. But his golf tournament for the Santa Barbara Sports Roundtable is this coming 12th of May, so we look forward to people going out there. And today's the last day you can get your money in for tea signs, but he'll accept anything, anytime, anywhere, as you probably know.
I have a nice centerpiece.
No, you keep that centerpiece. And I brought with me today Will Hahn, and he's been here before.
Hey.
You tried to recruit him as a celebrity host, but he's got a lot of things going on, and we're going to talk to him a little bit. If you'd like to have him talk about it now, that's great.
Your hair just it moves when you do that. That's amazing.
Nice. Well, yeah.
Unlike mine, that doesn't move.
Take a break because we got he talks a lot, and because I tried to get him as a co-host.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have a whole segment for him.
Please.
Oh yeah, a whole segment for him. Okay.
Yeah. I got some questions to ask him.
Scotty, he's got to make a couple announcements.
That's right.
Because we could take a little break, but I got to talk to Scotty.
Go for it.
All right.
Hey, it's great to be back. I just want to announce my guest here is Forrest Leichtberg. He's a fantastic community member, and we'll... We'll talk about him more after the break.
So tell us what you're working on, because I went over to his place and I tried to do a walk-in. You can't walk in anymore. It's Scott Noble's wellness, right?
Wellness center.
What I know it's a wellness center, obviously, but on the thing, because if you go to, it's right across the street. See, if you want to get a bagel, not that that's a good thing to eat, okay? But I'm just saying, if you go to get a bagel over by Trader Joe's over the Milpas, you can't miss the sign. It's huge. It's Noble Wellness Center.
There it is.
Skip the bagel, right?
That's
Don't
right.
do the bagel.
Yeah.
Because you asked if I had a bagel, I said no, but the cream cheese that was kind of stuck like
in the corner of your mouth,
kind of was like there because I was holding. It's kind of after I had that wonderful centerpiece, like I kind of had to go get a bagel, right? Because I was actually going to give it to you as a housewarming because it was your 3rd anniversary or something, right? No, and you didn't want it. I guess it was somebody like put it on Facebook or something, like where is the centerpiece? So I had to run over to you. No, I'm just kidding. So tell us a little bit about what you practice. What are you doing? Because you're very busy. Actually, it was only like I thought I was going to be able to. You did know me, but like, and I couldn't. Okay, but like you didn't want to see me that day, but it's okay.
You do have to give him the microphone so that he can answer the question.
She does both sides of the conversation so well that we're doing some great things over at the Wellness Center. Still low force chiropractic as well as integrating massage therapy. We've got a Rolfer working for us now. We're also building out some new practitioners that are coming in pretty soon. So it's hopping. Things are going great, and people are getting better. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, you need an appointment now.
Yep, you do.
It's okay.
And I'm glad you switched to the, what do you call it, low what now?
Low force.
Low force, as opposed to the high impact where you used to throw me up against the wall to get me. It's much better.
Fun that was.
That was enjoyable. I like that. It's kind of like throwing, remember those guys that used to jump up on those boards with the Velcro?
Yeah.
Those Velcro suits?
Yeah.
Something along those lines.
Yeah, no, that's not true. Let's take a break.
Please.
Oh, all new commercials. Stay tuned. This is Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. We'll be back with a lot more after these messages. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in
Every single Tuesday.
at 9 a.m. Well, like 9 more people walked in, so now we have to go really fast.
Now I got to put up the bleachers.
Seriously, isn't this wonderful? We're going to take a picture. We're going to cam it, right? The
Do a
white.
panoramic.
It's a full house.
Yeah.
All right, Michelle, who do we have?
Hi, this is Michelle again from PAL. I have Stephanie Vega, who is a PAL alum, who helped me put together those beautiful centerpieces. And I have Stephen Gonzales, who is a 7th grader, and he is in about every program at the Teen Center.
Wow. You're tall. You play basketball?
Yeah, sometimes.
Wow.
I know. You probably recognize Stephen from the event because he was one of our flamenco dancers.
Yeah.
Ooh, very nice.
That's why he looks so familiar.
Oh yeah. Well, the performance was really cool. It was amazing. I liked it, and yeah.
See you at Fiesta.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you dance flamenco. So will you be trying out for the Spirit one year?
I think I might.
I'm a vice president for Old Spanish Days, so I keep pushing all the boys. I want you guys to keep working hard because I want to see another male Spirit. So work hard.
I will.
How many years have you been doing this?
I have done this for at least 3 months.
Oh, okay. So fairly new then.
Yeah.
Oh, excellent. How did you get involved in it?
Well, I had this friend. His mom and my mom knew each other, and so then he told me I should try this thing called Flacorico. And so then as soon as I joined Flacorico, he told me to join flamenco. So then and I joined it. It was pretty fun.
And who do you dance with? Which studio?
With PAL.
With PAL.
Oh,
It's
with
one
PAL?
of the
So
programs
PAL-
we offer at one of the programs we offer for free at our teen center.
Oh, that's
is
great.
Flamenco and folklorico, and he does jiu-jitsu. And what else do you do, Stephen?
I do golf. I do bold and gold. This is basically exercise, and I do nature and
Tutoring.
Yeah.
Very good.
Very nice. That's very
So what do you do in your
impressive.
spare time?
Spare time, I guess I do my homework.
Hi, I'm Anna. So flamenco, you said, is really new for you. Do you think you're going to be in next year's Fiesta too? Are you planning
Yeah.
on that?
I think I am.
We'll see. We keep working them. That's why we're going first, because he has flamenco practice in a few minutes. So,
What is it that you like about flamenco, and what's the hardest part of it?
What I like about it is that it's very exciting. It has so much fun. You do leg movement and all that, and the hard part is that it's like sometimes you have to do hand motion and leg motion, so you have to focus on both at the same time, which is sometimes a little bit hard. And
What is remind us of what's the age groups there?
11 to 18.
11 to 18.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Excellent.
So, and I also have Stephanie, who graduated from San Marcos in 2014. And I recruited her back. I went to her in November and said, I need you to come work for me. So I like hiring my alum. So I have Stephanie here.
Woo! Hey everyone. So I recently got a job with PAL in January, and I'm really happy to be back. I did all my community service in high school for them. I did probably about or over 1,000 hours of community service, and I just love being back here, and now I'm a PAL staff.
I know. And did you go to? You went away to college, or you?
No. So I'm currently at City College.
You're at City College. Okay.
Yeah. But eventually that time will come, and we'll see what happens then. But it'll kind of, it'll suck to leave PAL. But I've stuck around all through high school. I've stuck around.
Way to be honest.
School, yeah.
I think I missed it, but what are you doing with PAL now that you were hired there and working with them?
I'm the administrative assistant. So I help out at the office, at our PAL office, but I also help at our teen center with all our kids. So that's my favorite part. I love hanging out with the kids, getting to help them, getting anything they need, and that's my favorite part, just hanging out with the kids.
Can you tell us just a little bit more for any high school students interested in getting community hours, how that works, really quick?
YLC.
So I was in the Youth Leadership Council. They do a lot of community service around Santa Barbara. It's probably the easiest way to get, community service. That's the way I got mine. I would say anybody I was really shy, and it really helped me to, gain leadership skills and get out of my comfort zone. And now I'm here talking on a radio show. So it's a really fun program, and you get to do all these, amazing things for your community. So I would definitely recommend, any high school student, who's looking to have fun, but at the same time help out the community to go and join, the Youth Leadership Council at PAL.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I have a question on PAL. Is it 100% donation? Do you get federal funding, state funding?
We do have the CDBG grant. I do receive that, but almost everything else that we raise is through the big event we just had, private donations, and grants. So, but we are not part of the city budget. We operate under the discretion of the chief, and we have tremendous support from the police department, but I raise all the money.
And all these programs, because every time you come, you have a new program. So do you design it? Is that
I have a program director who works closely with the program officer that's assigned with us to bring in new programs. And often we look at the students that come, they'll say, can we get this? Can we try that? Right. And if we can bring in an instructor who wants to partner with us, then we will.
Because you do boxing.
We're starting boxing. Yeah. We are talking with Ribbit, the Riviera Youth Bike Team, because I have a couple of students involved in that. We might bring them under PAL to expand that cycling program. So we're happy to partner with anybody.
Do you ever consider doing fishing? I'm just asking. Why?
If I had somebody who wanted to teach fishing in our Ida Nature, they've done surfing.
Listen, I have an issue right now. We have an international exchange program going over.
I'm sitting here thinking, look at all these.
I'm trying to think with the Chinese students that we have, and I'm trying to integrate that. A lot of them don't participate in a lot of the sports because we have that language barrier.
Right.
So I found fishing. That's what they like to do in China. So I'm trying to get some fishermen, the retired fishermen. So I've got a couple of boats already going, and I already talked to Bishop, and I think it's a really good idea. So,
I think it's a great opportunity.
You're the only one who didn't laugh at me.
You looked at me like you wanted me to laugh.
I didn't really want anybody to laugh at me. I think fishing,
Stephen, what do you think about fishing?
I think it actually be pretty fun.
Thank you.
There you go.
You know, bass fishing, whatever you got. Guess what? The lake has water in it. I mean, what a concept, right?
Yes.
Yeah, right. They had a fishing tournament, you know, and it's kind of murky right now, but I think it's supposedly like settle it out or whatever. It's fishing. Yeah. I mean, you know, instead of like with the phone and everything like this.
I know. We do get them in nature with the Audubon Society, that program, and Wilderness Youth. So I love
and
ideas
Fairview
like
Gardens.
That. And Fairview Gardens.
Right? Yeah. We're going to be talking to Fairview Gardens now. Woo. I am so impressed. Do you have anybody out at PAL that's just going to, I mean, really, I feel like I should donate a centerpiece or something. I don't know. Here, I feel like I need to do something. What? Why is everybody laughing at me
all
today?
of our kids are absolutely amazing.
Okay. No, I'm serious.
They are.
Really, I'm just, everybody. Woo! Let's take another break. This is Erica Salda. We're going to take a short little break. Stay tuned for more after these messages. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in
every single Tuesday.
Yes, it just keeps going on. Angela Miller-Bevan, where else can you find us? Let's just see.
You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and every Tuesday.
Yes, here, you got
at Teen Sports Radio.
Woo!
And that's only if you can find a microphone.
I know. Great peripheral visions. Scotty, where else? Do you know else? No, I was just kidding.
Earth to
she
Scotty.
She nailed them all.
Sometimes
She nailed
it's
them all.
Dr. Noble, sometimes it's Scotty around
That's
here.
it. That's it. Beat me up. All right. Yeah. I like that. That's it.
All right. Hey, I've got a great guest here today. This is Forrest Leichtberg. He has come into our community and really taken it by storm, I'd say. He's developed his own business. He's the founder and director of Santa Barbara Consciousness Network, where he's bringing together a bunch of businesses and individual practitioners that are all, in the healing arts and different alternative modalities, and helping us get to know each other, as well as giving an opportunity for the public to come and get to know lots of these businesses and people all in the same sweep. And I just want to give an applause here to our...
Thank you, Scott. Thank you.
Nice.
So Forrest, you're on the younger side of things, and yet you've really made some great waves since coming into town. And I hear your name all over town in these alternative communities. What inspired you to develop this? And can you tell us a little bit about sort of the format of what these events are like?
Sure. Well, I saw in Santa Barbara a separateness between the groups within the conscious community. So there are people who are interested in holistic healing, and there are people who are interested in things like the Course in Miracles, or there are people interested in things such as healthy fitness lifestyle. And there are all these different groups. And I just saw that there was room to create something to bring them together and to unify the conscious community here and to create a cohesiveness to it. So the way we accomplish that at the moment is through a series of events that we produce every other month in town. And the format is the first portion of the event is a vendor fair and a networking event. They're called conscious networking events. So during the vendor fair, there are conscious businesses. There are like health food restaurants who sell food. There's herbal teas. There are crystals and stones and books for sale, and practitioners, body workers at certain events. And so the community really gets a chance to meet each other, to learn what's available that can move their lives forward to greater well-being and success in a way that serves the greater whole. And then the second portion of our event is a speaker and musical program. And we bring in a really amazing speaker at each event. We have Byron Katie coming this year, who's one of the most well-known authors in the world in this field. She's been on Oprah. She's super well-known and brilliant woman.
And you've got a big event coming up here. What's the date on that again?
We're having an event on June 2nd. It's at 6 p.m. at Unity of Santa Barbara with Gay and Katie Hendricks.
Those are the guest speakers? Fantastic. Yes. They're also, they've written some things as well?
They've written over 40 books.
Wow.
You know, so they're relationship experts. They'll be speaking on how to create a life of conscious loving, which is the title of their book, Conscious
Great.
Loving.
And so if our community wanted to know more, what's the website?
You can go to www.sbconsciousnessnetwork.com.
Fantastic.
I just want to jump in here really quick because
Thank you.
I've been to some of Forrest's events and we've met on the side, and it's just an unbelievable, awesome events that he puts on. Great groups of people for all ages, Yeah.
Thank you, Heather.
You bet.
And there's been a pretty consistent growth curve here, so the community is really adopting this idea, and I think Forrest nailed it when he saw the niche that was open and needed here to bring us together. You're over 200 people in an event now?
Well, it varies. We had 200 within 5 events within 6 months. We usually have around 130 to 150 that are, usually, and now we're expecting some growth with these big, well-known speakers coming in. So I found a new venue that holds almost 400 seats, and just getting ready for what is to come, which is also other things besides just events, and replicating in other cities someday, and really making a difference.
Fantastic. And this is also part of your personal story too. I mean, and we all are trying to evolve in the conscious community here, and I've gotten the sense from getting to know you that this is part of your evolution too. What really sparked it? What kind of created this as something that you wanted to do with your life?
Well, I had an illness for 3 to 4 years. When I was 17, I was struck ill with a life-threatening illness until I was 21, which was 2 years ago. And so I went on a search for answers to what could take away my pain and create a life of well-being and happiness and success and good relation, the whole enchilada, good relationships, good career, And I actually experienced a miracle healing at one point. I had a spontaneous healing where I just knew in one day that all the years of suffering were just going to disappear. I found something that worked. And after that, I was seeking for my purpose in the world. Like, how can I impact other people's lives after my life had been so changed through this amazing experience by a healer, by somebody else who guided me to what I could do to heal. And I just waited, and I honestly, I prayed to find something. I was really confused, and then I just had this idea and thought, hey, let's go for it. So put on the first event, and then everything came together and continued to come together, and then I knew it was what I was meant to do.
Wow.
It was well received by the
One of the
community.
things I'd like to know, you said this is going to be your 5th event?
Actually, it's going to be our 11th produced event.
Okay.
We canceled one event in the last year and a half, but this will,
I guess my main question is, how have you seen the growth from the first to now? And like you mentioned, you've got a bigger venue, and where do you see this going from here?
Well, from here, I mean, after I switched to the new venue, which seats almost 400 people, I would love to bring in speakers like one day in the next 2 to 3 years, like Tony Robbins or Ellen DeGeneres, or one day 5 years from now, 6 years from now, bring in people like the Dalai Lama or U.S. presidents and really have large events with thousands of people at some point that are very, yeah.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I think the one thing you kind of hit it, telling your own personal story, is what I see from your events and my experience with them is that you're bringing together a lot of different people in the similar and same areas, but everyone's different. Everyone has their own uniqueness, and it may not resonate with that one person, but whatever it is that resonates with you. And that's what I see you doing, bringing all these different individuals together and giving them an opportunity to really know that other people are available, different modalities, different things like that, so you can really experience different things.
Do you think it's the connection of all of it that makes it what it is?
I think it's the connection of all. Yes, I mean, I think that is at the center of all of this. It's called the network, consciousness network, because it's an attempt to create a cohesive network out of out of all these people that already exist, there are people on the planet who are working for the light and who are working for the greater good. And what happens if they're brought together and they're nurtured and their collaboration is nurtured? I think there's a lot of potential to tap there.
It's a real synergy when you get people that coming together that create something else. It's like that. In Taoism, they call it the space in between. You know, when you add the spokes and the center of the wheel, then you get all of the functions of the wheel. Another thing that from your personal story that really hit me is in one of the classic psychological models, Maslow's pyramid of growth. The top is after we've taken care of our basic needs and your healing and things, is self-actualization. And one of the hallmarks of self-actualization is the innate desire to help other people. And when we can kind of get out of our own struggle to make ends meet and make sure we're fed right and all those other things, it's the next natural order of things to want to reach out and connect and add something to other people's lives, and that's a real hallmark of your story. So
nice.
I applaud you.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, thank you. Hey, let's take a short little break. We already ran out of time. This is Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. We'll be back with more after these messages. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. And I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in every single Tuesday. Yes. Angela Miller-Bevan, you love me. No matter how much you don't want to say you love me right now.
No, I do. I love you
love me
so much,
you
Erica.
love me.
Love you like a rock.
Like a hacky-sack. A hacky-sack. Who do we have?
That song? Oh,
I know.
baby.
I know. That's it. Look at that. Look how smart. She's got smiles.
Now, Mrs. Maya.
Yeah. Wait, we got to do one thing. Give me that shout out. You got a shout out. Right.
I have a shout out here. I just want to give a shout out to Coach Tebby at Santa Barbara High. He has Coach Tebby.
Santa Barbara High.
Yep, Santa Barbara High.
Go Dons.
Yeah,
we all
go
know
Dons.
Angela's a Don.
I just want to say he was the spearhead on the all the fundraising for the stadium, one of the biggest, actually the biggest project, multi-million-dollar project, and they're breaking ground coming up here real soon, like a week and a half or so. So it's awesome.
Yeah, if you're a Don and you haven't broke ground on that checking account, let's start breaking some ground.
We have worked.
That's
the
right.
Alumni
That's right.
has worked very hard, and everybody there has worked very hard.
And the first person that breaks ground and calls in or emails me, and I got a centerpiece for you.
There you go.
That's right. I got a centerpiece that's got your name on it. All right.
It's a succulent centerpiece.
That's it. It's a succulent centerpiece.
Hi, everybody. I have Lacey here with me today, and thank you so much, Lacey, for coming.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
So Lacey is the new executive director over at Fairview Gardens.
Nice.
We're very fortunate to have her. She came down from Davis. And if you could just share a little bit about how you came to Santa Barbara, I think her story is really fascinating. She was raised up in Santa Maria and then went away and did a lot of different things and then came back to work at Fairview Gardens, and we're really lucky to have her there. So if you could just share a little bit about your story.
Sure. Okay. Well, I was up in Davis getting a PhD in nutritional biology. I worked abroad in Africa, so I studied nutrition during pregnancy. And while I was there, I really saw how they connected with agriculture and how it was such a staple in their communities. And so getting back here, I just started working on farms and making the connection between nutrition and organic agriculture. Wow. And that passion is what led me down to Fairview Gardens.
And she's done a great job. And just a little side story, I went from Fairview Gardens over to American Heart Association to be the business development director there. And Lacey was so kind to come out and be a passion speaker for our Go Red Luncheon, which took place in February to raise awareness and funding for cardiovascular disease. Oh. And Lacey spoke because when she was very young, at 5 years old, she had open heart surgery. So she was affected by by cardiovascular disease. So that's something else we have in common now. So I've really enjoyed getting to know her better and having her speak on both sides, because it's not only nutrition is also important for having a healthy heart. So the two go well together.
Well, as penance, okay, for taking some centerpiece, I think what I should do is, first thing, because it's amazing, and any friend of Angela's is a friend of mine, we would like to donate a commercial to Fairview, okay?
Wow.
Yes.
Thank you.
I know. And I love your voice. And, we would like to do that. And she asked, and of course I have to say, I can't say no to anything.
Thank you, Erica.
You're welcome.
So kind.
I know,
You can also probably
Yes.
purchase a couple tickets to the Farm to Table dinner, which is coming up in May.
Yeah.
If Lacey can share the date on that
Yeah.
with Erica.
Well,
Yep, it's Friday, May 19th.
Well, check that. If I'm not in Canada, we'll just see where we'll be there then. But we'd like to do that definitely. Of course, that'll be for the year.
Thank you.
So what else can we do? From the Farm to Table, got the commercial. I know when Angela was the director, you wanted to do some big kitchen remodel. Is that still on the table?
That is still in the works, yes, in the plans.
Good. So I think I have a connection there for you as well.
Awesome.
And that would be through Dominique. And she's still hasn't shown up to the show. Maybe maybe there's something wrong with the clock or something. So I don't think we'd get to story time today. So at break, I'll definitely give you that connection. So,
and I think anybody else out there that's listening, Fairview Gardens is a 12.5 acre organic sustainable farm that is part of our community, and we're out there teaching kids about how to grow their own food, eat healthy. There's camps, there's all kinds of ways to get involved as far as volunteering out in the field, coming out and volunteering for camps, helping to work on the old farmhouse. They constantly have things going on there, and I think that if you contact Lacey with any ideas that you have of how you might be able to volunteer, she's open to hear from you. So please check in with her. You can reach her at Lacey@fairviewgardens.org, and that's Lacey at fairviewgardens.org.
And phone number?
805-967-7369.
So you would want to we're going to do the full minute. So if you would put 120 words together, then I'll give you Dr. D's info, and we'll get that out, and it'll be really nice, and we'll get music and everything. It'll be wonderful. All right?
Did I just hear my name being
Yes,
used?
please. And I'm sure she'll bring, and next time you come and visit and everything, because the nice thing when Angela came, she'd always knock me out with some kind of fruit and vegetable, and always give it to me, and I always not know what it was. So please feel free to bring a centerpiece or made of vegetables or fruit or something, because I'll sure take it. Okay? Right? Exactly. I know exactly. We'll love it. You know what we're going to do? We're going to get Will Hahn on the mic right now. Woo! Will Hahn is in the house. Yeah.
Well, as you know, Will Hahn has been here before, and I have a personal connection with him and his dad, and I've watched him grow over the years, and he just competed his second and last year with the Santa Barbara Royals, and the last season, well, both seasons, I think they won their league.
Yeah, we won the league both years.
And both years, you were goalie of the year?
Yep.
Both years. And this year, they rose from whatever, some obscure number to number 3 in the state.
Number 9 in the state.
This is my story, okay?
Yeah.
Number
not that
9
good,
in the
Ronnie.
state out of 60 teams.
Yeah, about that.
And he's here to tell us a little about where he's at and where he's going. Will?
Well, it was another great year this year. We went 17-1 again. And, we really wanted to go undefeated, but we'll take 17-1. We won league at Staples Center again in the LA Kings High School Hockey League. And then this year we actually had the privilege to go down, and we knocked off the third-ranked team in the state, St. John's Bosco, from the Anaheim Ducks High School Hockey League. And it was just big for our league and our program, since we've only been around for 2 years, to go down and knock off a really established program down there.
That sounds great. That's really a great way that this whole thing, because you got in on the cutting edge of this whole tournament and these whole leagues that they put together. How many teams were in your league?
Our first year we had 8 teams in our league, and then this year the league expanded to 10 teams.
And you took them all down?
I took them all down.
Personally, you took them down?
Personally, yes. It was all me. No, it definitely wasn't me. My team is, one of the greatest group of guys I've ever assembled, in my opinion. And
I played a little hockey, and I know that the goalie's a pretty integral part, but without those defensive men, staying out, keeping keeping the puck out of the zone, it gives you a little bit more breathing room. So you just completed your second year. Now you're done with the Santa Barbara Royals, right?
Yeah.
You're retired.
So I'm going to be graduating, so I can't.
You can't play anymore?
Can't play high school hockey when you're graduating.
Okay, so what's next?
What's next is this summer I'll be training all summer and exploring some options, and hopefully we're going to end up at Division II UCSB.
Ooh.
Play for them next year, so we're hoping on that.
Yeah, so I just had a quick question. How long have you been playing hockey, and how did you kind of get started?
So I've been playing ever since I was 9 years old. I started off with roller hockey, actually at Earl Warren Showgrounds. It was a local program, and then I jumped to ice hockey for a couple years, and then I jumped back to roller, and then back to ice, and it's really just been... my family's from Michigan, so it's in my blood to play hockey, and it's a love of a game. It's definitely unique to play in California, though. When you say we play ice hockey, people kind of look at us with a head to the side, because the rink's only been open for 2 years now. And I guess if you were here in the 1980s, you would remember the ice patch on the Mesa.
I would like to say that I remember the ice patch, and I was quite the ice patch skater.
I'll bet you were.
And but I was a Don. Sorry, I know you're a Royal.
I'm actually a Don.
Oh, you are a Don?
I am a Don.
I thought you were.
I just play for them. It's just in the contract.
How does that work? How can you make that step?
It's a tough step, I'll say that much.
But I want you to know the ice patch, even though the ice patch is not there anymore, I want you to go and stand in that building. It's still freezing cold in that building.
It's right next to the 7-Eleven.
Yeah,
right?
and it never gets, it's still like an ice skating rink in there, but there's offices. It's the strangest thing. It's like the ice patch ghosts live in there.
I think so. Yeah. Now, so you told us a little bit about what you're doing on the ice. So Will has another career going on as well, and you could catch some of his segments on the evening news. But a little bit more about your media career.
I'm a freelance videographer specializing in corporate videos, and I also do sports media. So it's a lot. You can catch mainly Don's baseball and football highlights. Usually a good amount of the time that's my work that's being shown, so
nice.
It's a lot of fun.
Woo! I like it. There's always a spot for you here on Teen Sports Radio, but it seems like your card is full. You know what I'm saying? It's
a little bit.
Just a little bit. All right. Hey, we got to take another little break, but, you're always invited back here.
Yeah.
We're really proud of you. And I
you.
remember the first time that you were 2 years ago, right?
Yeah.
When you first got started.
Yeah, about that.
I like the do. I like everything that I see.
It's the hockey hair.
I like hockey hair. You're really hot. You haven't lost one beat of confidence. All right.
Well, thank you.
You've stepped up. So, and good luck at UCSB.
Thank you very much.
I'm very proud of you.
He did a segment on the evening news where he promoted the Ortega Park and the demise of that whole thing, and when they went back to the anchors, they said, "Wow, we better watch out for our jobs."
Yeah, you too. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm kidding. And this is Erica Salda. We've got a lot more after these messages. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in every single Tuesday. Anna, who do we have?
I brought my friend Adam Spradley, who's been on the show before, and then his friend Will Snyder. Woo! Yeah, two guys from SM, so they can tell you about the sports they play and stuff like that.
All right.
Yeah.
Step up.
I'm Adam Spradley, and I currently am on the San Marcos Ultimate Frisbee Club, and I'm in the marching band programs that they offer there, and they're really fun, just a blast. And here's Will.
Yeah, I'm Will Snyder. I'm also a freshman like Adam, and I play lacrosse, cross country, and I'm also on the San Marcos Ultimate Frisbee team.
Woo, go Royals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how'd you guys meet each other? Have you guys been friends for a while, or is this your first year?
Yeah, we went to elementary school together, and we've just kind of been friends ever since, second grade. Yeah.
What elementary school?
We went to Washington up on the Mesa over there, and they had a really nice after-school Ultimate Frisbee Club that our friend's mom started, Trish Guilfoyle, and has just been keeping it going, and now she's the Ultimate Frisbee Club leader for Santa Barbara High School. Santa Barbara High School.
Where do you guys play Frisbee at? Because I've seen out there in out there in out by Dos Pueblos. There's that course out there. So where do you play? You got courses like that all over town, right?
Well, for ultimate frisbee, we just use the football field for San Marcos.
Okay.
But we've competed in one tournament at UCSB against college teams, and it was a ton of fun. It was really awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, we pretty much just practice on our football team.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about, because I guess I was alluding to golf frisbee.
Yeah, frisbee golf.
And you say ultimate frisbee. What's ultimate frisbee?
So
explain it to me.
Ultimate frisbee is basically a mix kind of between of like football and soccer, where you pass the disc with your team members to the end zone to score a point with each other, and it's just a heck of a fun time.
Can you tackle?
You can't tackle. It's a non-contact sport, and you can't really kick a frisbee that well. It doesn't go so far. But yeah, you just pass it to your team members.
That was my next question.
Right. Huh? And cross country.
Oh yeah, cross country is really fun. It's the sport for the first semester, so it's been over for a while, but it was really fun, and it was just nice to meet all the people that do cross country.
You guys, I owe you something. Blenders, hacky stacks, whatever you want. You guys got to come back next week or the week after, okay? Because guess what? We had too many guests and we ran out of time. This is Erica Salda. We got to go. See you next week.